Hi Taurus, welcome to Peaceful Oracle. This is your yearly reading for the year of 2022. So for almost all the signs at this point have gotten, minus a few, I think there's still a few more signs that haven't, but every sign is getting a movie as a symbolic message or a metaphor for what's kind of coming up for them. And for some signs, it's showing up in their weekly or in their monthly readings. And for some, it's showing up in their yearly readings. So for you, Taurus, as soon as I tuned into your energy, I heard A Whole New World. And then they brought me to Aladdin. So that's your movie. That's the metaphor symbol for this coming year of 2022. And they were showing me the original cartoon Disney version of it. They were not the newer one that came out a couple years ago, because I kind of feel like the newer one, they changed the story a little bit. So I feel like this is the original story, the one, the Disney cartoon version of it. And the character that they were focusing on was Aladdin himself in this movie. So I feel like the message for you, Taurus, this year is about allowing yourself to embrace your new path. And even if it feels like it doesn't quite fit right with you at first. Because they kept showing me how throughout that movie, there are these moments where Aladdin really doubts himself. You know, like he is used to living on the street. He's used to kind of a completely different lifestyle. And I think in some ways, when he asks to become this prince by the genie, and he's kind of trying to fill in this role of trying to impress Jasmine and, pretending like he's a prince, that, he feels like it's like the imposter syndrome. I'm not really who you think I am, like this is not where I come from. This is not who I am. So I feel like I'm pretending to be something I'm not. And I feel like this is about knowing or embracing that we can always change, and that just because we're wanting more for ourselves or embracing like a new path, our past doesn't have to dictate that. We don't have to bring where we've been or what we've done or what has happened in the past into the future. So I feel like for Aladdin in that movie, it was for him to see his own worth. That just because he came from here doesn't mean that he is any less of worthy of being a prince. And it took some time for him to really embrace that. It took a long time for him to understand that. So I feel like that's kind of the metaphor here, that as you're going through this year, I feel like you're going to start embracing parts of yourself that even for you may feel a bit uncomfortable, because maybe you're challenging yourself to dream of things that you never really allowed yourself to dream of, or entertain bigger dreams or bigger things for yourself. And however that shows up for you, it's all relative, depending on our path. So however that translates for you or makes sense for you in your life, I feel like this year is all about stepping into a new level of growth, and allowing ourselves to take some time to make the appropriate adjustments to like kind of settle in and allow ourselves to fit into that space, because it may be uncomfortable. We may kind of feel like we're pretending, or we are not really, we're not deserving, or we're not worth it. So there is there's going to be a theme of challenging your self-worth and what you believe you're worth this year, and claiming that and really stepping into that confidence. So identity, that self-identity, self-worth, deservingness is going to be something that shows up this year for you, Taurus. So Aladdin is your theme for this year. So I'm going to be pulling a tarot card for each month, and then I'll be pulling a clarifying card for each card. And we'll just go through, month by month, so it's nice and organized, and then I'll go in with some oracle cards as well for you this year. So, okay, Taurus. What do we have coming up in January for Taurus 2022? Energy for Taurus for January 2022. The Hanged Man. Yeah. And I heard changes with the Hanged Man. So this is about allowing ourselves to move with the changes, surrendering to the changes, and not really resisting them too much. So this is about there also might be kind of a halt or a standstill with this card. Like sometimes with the Hanged Man, it's a delay, or, not being able to move, feeling kind of like things are not moving as quickly or in the direction that you want them to move in. So there's a message of surrender here in the month of January. But let's clarify this card for Taurus for January. What do you need to know about the Hanged Man, Taurus, for January? I'm hearing being still. So for January, it's almost like it feels like there's something shifting and moving, and you're being asked to like be still with the change and movement, like allowing something to kind of readjust itself here. I'm also seeing that some of you are kind of putting something out, like you're marketing something or submitting something, and it's almost like you're just waiting to hear back. So there's kind of like this quiet moment where you're just like sitting and waiting to hear back from someone or something. Oh, wow. Okay, beautiful. So 10 of Cups. So this is emotional fulfillment and happiness with the Hanged Man. I'm going to pull one more. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then the 5 of Wands often can show up as competition. So I kind of feel like there's something here about work or something that you are creatively engaged in, a project that you're doing. And it kind of feels like this feels work related with the 5 of Wands. So for those of you who are in a competitive work environment, it kind of feels like there is something that you are just allowing yourself to kind of display what you have, like offering what you can do. And it kind of feels like there's something that's bringing in a lot of happiness and fulfillment here for you. It kind of feels like you're winning in the month of January, but it feels like this internal satisfaction, an internal contentment. Some of you could also just be on a path where you're doing work that makes you really happy. And with the Hanged Man, it's almost like you're living in the moment. You're living in the present. You're not really attaching yourself to the outcome. And that is giving you that freedom and that space to really enjoy your work and not focus too much on how you measure up to others, but just allowing yourself to kind of just be. And enjoy your own work. Okay, so that's what we have for January here. Kind of feels like there's just you're just focused on work here, but it's like you're not really worried about the outcome. Let's go into February. Oh, wow. That is really interesting because we have the 10 of Cups show up twice here. Something that is making you really happy, something that is emotional contentment. I'm seeing creative flow. It's almost like you have found your calling, or you have found something that you're doing that just helps you to flow. I'm also seeing connections here. Some of you could have come into connections with others that feel really nourishing and feel like you are with your tribe or you're with like-minded people. Let's clarify the 10 of Cups for February. I like how the 10 of Cups is showing up. 10 of Cups can also be relationships, like romantic relationships, where you've kind of found the one, or you are leveling up. Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're telling me that maybe some of you have leveled up in terms of your standards of who you want to be with. And it's like you've went through this growth process of, again, like knowing your worth. And that is attracting like better partnerships or better relationships is what I'm seeing here in February. So it's kind of like it's a result of you working on yourself, or kind of raising your standards, or like raising what you believe you're worth, or what what kind of relationship you want to be in, or how you want to be treated. Let's see, let's clarify the Ten of Cups here. Wow, okay. Five of Pentacles. So it really feels like you're coming out of a space of lack, coming out of a space of a lack of support. I feel like there's support coming in for you, also finances coming in for you. So some of you are experiencing financial abundance where it's making you very fulfilled and happy. I feel like you have more choices and more options available to you because of that healing that's taking place within your finances. I feel like a lot of you are healing like financial wounds and financial blocks. Like you're figuring out what has been causing a financial block for you, what has been causing you to feel like you're out in the cold. There's like some insight that's coming in for you about that, and it's bringing in some emotional contentment and happiness. It's almost like you're able to see how things are starting to really turn out well for you by healing these financial wounds. And this is in February. So let's pull one more. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for Taurus for February. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So we have the Hierophant here, and then we have the Four of Wands. So sometimes Four of Wands is the card of like the home, foundation, but Four of Wands can also just be stability, and then the Hierophant is, I heard divine. So I feel like for you, Taurus, in the month of February, it's like there is a shift in divine gifts of recovering. What they're saying is recovering financial hardship. Like it's, these wounds are being healed, and it's like the wheel is turning in your favor. And it's like your time to bring in some stability for yourself. And I feel like this healing is bringing in a lot of emotional happiness and fulfillment for you. So February seems like actually a pretty significant month in terms of seeing results from, some of that inner work or healing that you've been doing, because you're going to start seeing it in the workout in a tangible way, where it may not be show up like all at once, but you're starting to see the trickle. You're starting to see little sprouts from things that you have planted. And I feel like, Spirit is going to be bringing you like these little signs or these clues that everything is working out, or it's, you're starting to show like the fruits of your labor, and it's going to help you to feel more stable. And I'm hearing the word balance. So kind of bringing balance back into your life here. So very powerful healing month of February for you, Taurus. And again, they're bringing me back to like the Five of Pentacles and Aladdin, how he kind of came from a place of lack, a place of not having enough, and then going into a life of abundance, or being able to learn how to embrace or walk a path of allowing himself to have more in his life. Oh, wow. Okay. Had some cards fall out here. Sorry about that, Taurus. I had some cards fall out. Okay, let's get into March. For Taurus 2022. What's coming up for Taurus in March 2022? I'm seeing school, so some of you might be in school. I'm seeing like a college lecture hall. Some of you might be in college studying. And I'm seeing also like, They're showing me someone who is in class, and it's like you're taking notes, but it's like in the back of your mind, there again, like that self-doubt of, can I do this, or am I capable of accomplishing my goals and my dreams? They keep showing me that. I feel like that's like something that's going to keep coming up for you to take a look at developing that positive self-image, or believing that you can do something, believing that you're capable of accomplishing what you set out to do for yourself. So I feel like that's something that wants to be addressed this year for some of you. Your belief in yourself, self-worth. Okay, let's do March for 2022. Taurus. Beautiful. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles for March. So this is all about hard work. And that's probably why they're showing me a student sitting in lecture hall. So this is about investing your time and your energy into creating your reality. You know, this is about you putting in the work. This is about you putting in the time, the hours, the energy. And it feels like you're just very focused in the month of March. It feels like you are very dedicated to weaving that web. And it feels like, you know, and they're showing me that this will show up in many different ways for each of you. So if you're not in school or literally, you know, going to a 9-to-5 doesn't mean that you're not working on something. So for some of you, it could be your own inner work. It could be your own inner healing. Some of you, it's planning out a business or starting a business. So however that shows up for you. But March feels like a working month. It feels like you're going to be putting in a lot of hours and energy, but it's all going to amount to, it's all about the building process for you in March. So March kind of feels like it's a month of work. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles for Taurus in March. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Okay, so this is again, a belief in yourself. This is about holding on to your dreams, having hope, having faith that things are going to manifest in the way that you want them to manifest. This could also be dreams come true. So some of you could be really seeing results from the hard work that you're putting in. You're seeing a lot of those seeds that you've planted really coming into fruition. I really see you nurturing your ideas. You're really spending that time in nurturing and growing, expanding. Some of you could be going out and looking for like opportunities, applying for things. I feel like in March, there's a boost of confidence. So it's almost like you may really overcome in March, like you may kind of have like an epiphany or a moment of realization or some significant release or healing around some self-worth issues where it's allowing you to feel more confident in kind of keep going forward or, you know, expand on something that you're doing. So it's almost like there's a leveling up in March. There's like this boost of energy in March for you, Taurus. So very good month to like apply for things or to, you know, go after something that you've been wanting to go after. Seeing like booking trips, or you may also feel like you're a bit more confident. So you may be approaching people or talking to people, like putting yourself out there a little bit more than usual because you're feeling confident and good about yourself. So March is like a time where I see you seizing opportunities. So very beautiful month of March for you, Taurus. Okay, April. What's coming up for Taurus in April 2022? Okay, it's both of these. I wanted both of them to come out. Okay, so we have Mother of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So I'm hearing that this is all about emotional empathy and having compassion towards either yourself or for others on this this path. So like this is the wounded warrior card, the 9 of Wands, and it's all about understanding your like what you kind of had to do to get to where you are right now. Like if you look at these stairs or these steps, like they're all kind of it's not easy to kind of walk up those steps. It looks a little bit chaotic. There's some challenges there to reach the top. So, and with the Mother of Cups, she is this energy of compassion, of being very in touch and in tune with her emotions. And I feel like maybe in the month of April, some of you might take a moment or some time to really understand or appreciate how far you've come in your life. There's like this connection with yourself on an emotional level. There could be some healing as well happening in the month of April, some emotional healing. Some of you may also be turning to someone who has a Mother of Cups energy. I'm hearing Cancer, so maybe some of you are working with a Cancer, you have someone who's a Cancer in your life. So that's kind of coming in here for you. April seems to be this month of needing to release some emotions and heal from something from the past as well to help you move forward. Yeah, it kind of feels like April's a healing month. And getting in touch and in tune with your feelings. Let's see. Let's clarify the Mother of Cups and the 9 of Wands. Mother of Cups and 9 of Wands for Taurus in April. Page of Wands, beautiful. So this is about kind of starting out on a new path, a new journey. I really see some of you might kind of start working with like a coach, like a spiritual coach. Like you're doing something new, but it kind of feels like it's something for yourself. Like it doesn't necessarily feel like it's career, like you're starting a career. It feels like there's something that you're doing for yourself that will help just for your own growth. So it could be like a hobby or an interest, but it's something about honoring yourself. There's something that you're doing. So some of you could also be like taking a retreat or going to like a spiritual retreat or joining some kind of group. There's like tribal energy here. Some of you could also be taking risks and chances or opportunities like traveling or going somewhere and staying somewhere for a while. It's like you're wanting something new and something different and you're wanting to explore is what I'm kind of feeling with the Page of Wands. But with the Mother of Cups and 9 of Wands, I'm kind of seeing that it's like you're needing to do this for yourself. Kind of take some kind of break from life or some breakaway from routine in April. So some of you may be traveling in April or just doing something a little bit unconventional or different from what you normally do that's a little bit out of routine for you in April. So okay, let's go into May for Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus in May 2022? Coming up for Taurus in May. I see you working very hard this year. I feel like you're putting in a lot of energy and effort this year into your work. Okay, May is the 3 of Swords. Interesting. Let's clarify the 3 of Swords here for Taurus in May. Again, I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing going somewhere. Some of you may need to kind of go somewhere to heal from maybe a heartbreak, or I feel like there's some things that start to come up for you and you're needing to heal them. You're needing to unpack. So I kind of feel like in April and May, you may take some time to kind of go within and go back to the drawing board or kind of work through something, because it kind of feels like something may trigger something or something may come up for you and you're needing to take care of it or needing to take a look at it, needing to unpack it. I'm kind of seeing it's like the pink elephant in the room, something that you might have been avoiding for a while, but then it's just kind of resurfacing and you're needing to okay. And then we have 8 of Wands. So there's communication, opportunities, action, some kind of ideas coming through. Let's pick one more. 8 of Wands with the 3 of Swords. Eight of Wands is, people or energies or opportunities, communication, something coming in quickly and something coming in fast, something happening suddenly. Well, let's clarify this. So I'm hearing for some of you, there may be some communication or someone coming in that has something to do with a situation that might have broken your heart or caused some, I'm hearing betrayal, almost like needing to put something down. So there may be like a conversation that comes up here. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, there's a healing. There's a heart healing happening here because that Nine of Pentacles is, I'm hearing freedom. So Nine of Pentacles usually comes with that energy of being able to have financial freedom, being independent, allowing yourself to enjoy your life based off of your own hard work. So there's something healing here that might have caused you to feel very like disappointed or feel left out or feeling like you're at a loss. And it might have really caused you to feel kind of caged in, trapped, like there's no way out. But I feel like in May, there's some kind of opportunity coming in that is taking you out of this Three of Swords. So there's a significant, I feel like for you, Taurus, in the month of April and May so far seems like a very healing month. February also feels like a focus on like some financial wounds or blocks if you have those. So there's like an opportunity coming in there to help heal that, or, you may just spend some time in working on that. But this is like, there's a lot of energy around here about abundance and money and growth and finances and really being able to, cultivate abundance for yourself based off of your work, like what you can bring to the table, like allowing yourself to embrace what you have to offer and allowing that to create the life that you've always wanted. And I feel like with that Three of Swords, it's almost like you're allowing yourself to release or set a lot of that disappointment down, and it's opening up a world of abundance for you. I feel like what they're saying is that sometimes holding on to previous pains or heartbreak can block us from kind of embracing or bringing in that abundance. So there's like an energy clearing here in May. Yeah. Okay, June for Taurus. 2022 energy for June. Taurus 2022. The Moon, okay. So Moon is all about your intuition. It's all about uncovering hidden things. So the Moon. Queen of Cups again. Yeah. Okay. So again, this is about, tuning into that divine feminine energy, because that is the Queen of Cups. It's about tuning into your emotions, the things that are deeper within you. What else do you know about the Moon and the Queen of Cups for Taurus? Seven of Cups. So, this is like all tied in with, so it feels like there's a crossroads here too with the Seven of Cups, because Seven of Cups can sometimes show up as confusion, disillusionment, having a lot of options, not really knowing what to pick. What I see here though with the Seven of Cups is there just may be a lot coming to the surface and you needing to sort things out emotionally on an emotional level. So again, in June, we have another, another month where you might be spending some time in healing. You may be spending that time in really dissecting. It's like you're dissecting and analyzing. You're like sorting through these cups or something. You're trying to make a decision on something as well. And it's really bringing out it's really causing or asking you to tune into your intuition, your emotions. And the moon is something, where things kind of come out of the closet, like things that we might have hidden in the closet for a long time. So things resurfacing. Let me pull one more. We have one more for the Queen of Cups and Seven of Cups for the month of June. It's the outcome for this, the Queen of Cups and Seven of Cups and the moon. Wow, Page of Cups. I feel like there's something here I heard childhood with Page of Cups. And something like about innocence, also forgiving yourself. Okay, so what I'm hearing is something about forgiving yourself for maybe something like that you're kind of like you've held on to from the past. So it's like almost like forgiving that innocent part of you, or like acknowledging where you were innocent or you didn't know any better. Kind of, that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. Like there's forgiveness. I feel like this June has something to do with forgiveness, like something that you haven't been able to let go because there was a block on forgiveness, or like it was hard to get to that space. So I feel like forgiveness might show up as a theme for you in June, for you, Taurus. Let's go into July. July for Taurus. 2022. Father of Wands, very nice. So some of you may actually have I'm seeing like a friendship or some kind of connection with a Father of Wands. So someone who is very confident, has a lot of enthusiasm, very ambitious. So either you, Taurus, are showing up as a Father of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles is also an energy of wanting to build, wanting to create stability, abundance. So what I'm seeing is some of you may meet someone who is a Father of Wands. So this could be a romantic relationship in the month of July. And so they kind of come in with a lot of dreams, ambitions, and goals. Like they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of passion, and they're very sure of themselves. Like they have a very clear vision for their life and what they want to achieve. And a lot of it could include building this future for themselves. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone who has a dream to build abundance, like wants to become the King of Pentacles, and working very hard on building that. So either, Taurus, you're meeting someone that is like this, or you yourself are bringing this energy into the month of July. So maybe, you're spending like a couple months in some healing space and needing to release some things, and maybe some clarity comes in here for you with the Father of Wands. And you can be experiencing like this rush or surge of energy where you are you're starting to build again. It's almost like you start that way in the beginning of the year, and then there may be a moment in the middle of the year where you feel like they're saying that you're not going backwards. You're just taking a second to heal something, because it's like as you're walking that path, some things may come up where something gets triggered. And so it's like, okay, I see you like taking a second to heal it, and then that will kind of create space and it will clear some roadblocks for you to continue on ahead. So it's almost like you're clearing up a roadblock that you hit in the middle of the road, and then you can continue on in July. That's what they're showing me. Cool. All right. So July, we have progress. It is slow. I mean, Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, but it's like slow and steady kind of thing. Okay, August. August for Taurus, 2022. August for Taurus, 2022. I'm seeing taking risks, doing something different, coming out of your comfort zone in August. Like there's something, and it doesn't feel like a huge thing. It's almost like it's something smaller, like smaller things that are going to build. It's like building your confidence, or it's like slowly drawing yourself out of comfort zones in August. So there's kind of, I see you being a little bit more adventurous in August. Maybe like trying a new food or going to a new part in town that you may have never ventured into, but you've always wanted to. So it's kind of like doing things that are on your bucket list that you've kind of put off, or have been a little bit like hesitant to do for some reason. But it's almost like you're doing something new, changing things up in the month of August here, 2022. The Emperor, very nice. So this is taking charge, is what I heard. Taking charge, taking command, ambition, being very, I'm hearing radiant, being radiant, allowing yourself to grow. There's some, it's like you're cultivating your growth by taking these little chances or these risks, or like coming out of your comfort zone. I'm seeing like small things, like there's like these small things that you're doing that are building, like they're like fitting into the bigger picture. Let's clarify the Emperor for August for Taurus. Wow, yeah. So again, we have Page of Pentacles. So that's kind of what I meant. Yeah, see, Page of Pentacles, it's like you're exploring, you're exploring, you are curious, you are opening your mind to and you're also chasing your curiosities, so it's like whatever comes into your mind, you are being a little bit more free and uninhibited with it, like you're not talking yourself out of it. It really kind of feels like some healing that happens really almost allows you to let go of some restrictions or some things that you have felt like you are bound to, some things that have held you back, and you're allowing yourself to expand and grow. And then like you're kind of approaching it in this inside. It's like you are taking control and command, because that's the Emperor. It's the leader, it's about taking the reins and having the control to steer your life in the way that you want it to go in. And you're having the courage to just, do something different or come out of the comfort zone. It's just something like that in August. Okay, what's coming up in September for Taurus? 2022. I heard something coming in quickly in September. September for Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus? September and Taurus. Okay, 8 of Cups. So this is about walking away from something that hasn't worked. It's almost like something has run its course is what I'm hearing. Something has run its course. You're ready to say goodbye to something that's been unfulfilling for you or just hasn't really fit. It's like doesn't fit into the picture. Something doesn't feel good. And it's almost like you're being honest with yourself as well in the month of September. Yeah. So something that you had to really kind of learn a lesson with, and it kind of feels like something you've tried at for a long time. It could be like a relationship. It could be, oh, wow. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Lots of cards here. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is in September. So we have the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and then all these cards just start falling out here. So we have the Ace of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and then we have the Justice. We'll just like put right there, and then the Devil. So in September, it feels like you are cutting out, walking away from something that has taken a toll on you, because the 9 of Swords is that worry. It's like inner turmoil, not, having sleep, not worrying about something, like it really stressing you out. And then the 9 of Wands is those hard lessons learned as the wounded warrior. So coming out of this very difficult growth process. And the Devil is these attachments to things. So it almost kind of feels like in the month of September, you're walking away from something toxic. And you are rebalancing the scales for yourself by walking away, breaking away from some attachment, something that you have been just bounded to for a very long time. But the nice thing is that we have the Justice here, we have the Ace of Wands, and I like the 8 of Cups for you, because 8 of Cups is walking away from it. It's about taking some time away and realizing, and maybe needing to gather your thoughts or needing to reassess where you want to put your energy, because it kind of feels like there's something that you're pretty much done with and you're needing to rebalance. So some of you may even take a vacation, may take a break from like a relationship or a career, or needing to think about things is kind of what I'm seeing, because it feels like something is just becoming too much for you to handle, or something that's just like it's not healthy for you. It's not really feeding you in any way. And so I kind of feel like you could be doing this 8 of Cups thing, walking away to start this new beginning of Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands also comes in as an offering of a new path. So someone may actually come in here for you, offering you a chance to start like a new path or walk down a new road that will help you to get away from this Devil energy and the 9 of Swords. And again, it doesn't have to necessarily be a person, but it could be like a habit, or it could be, just something that has its hold on you. Something that sometimes shows up as a repetitive pattern and not really knowing how to break out of it. But I'm seeing that with these 4 cards here, the Justice, Ace of Wands, 9 of Wands, and 8 of Cups, that there's going to be an opportunity here in September for you to walk away from something that has, been affecting you for quite some time in September. So important, kind of feels like an important month in September there. Okay, October for Taurus, 2022, coming up in October for Taurus. Wow. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, which is really nice. We have the 6 of Swords, and then we have the Temperance card. So again, 6 of Swords is walking away from chaotic times, chaotic waters, chaotic, chapters in our life, something that just is not working. It is too much. You can't handle it. It's not good for you, and it's time to leave. And I feel like you are allowing yourself the opportunity to do that. I feel like you've almost been like just waiting on yourself to do it. With the Temperance card, it's like something that you really needed your patience with. You're waiting for the right time. This is divine timing. But I feel like in October, there's like a gift coming in for you. There's something coming in for you where you are going to be able to reclaim your happiness and your joy. They're also drawing me back to the 9 of Pentacles that's right above this 6 of Swords here. So, and we have the 9 of Cups here, which is emotional contentment and kind of having our cups refilled, and being able to break away from something that just isn't working for us. So feels like in September and October, there is a move out of something, physically moving out of something that is just no longer serving you. Pretty much in a general sense, that's what that means. And it's being able to refill our cups, being able to reclaim our happiness, our joy. There might be even something where you kind of feel like you lost yourself in, so if this was like a relationship, it's you might have felt like there wasn't much of you in it, that it was just kind of subservient to this other person, or like a habit or an addiction or something that you've been attached to. And I feel like now there's an opportunity, something that you've been waiting on, to help you to kind of move out of that situation. So you could even be physically moving as well in October here. But yeah, kind of feels like September and October are the energy feels kind of important, like there's some significant move or shift or, like decision being made here that's rebalancing the scales for you in your favor. That's interesting. I didn't even pick out a clarifying card yet. Let's clarify these cards. 4, 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Temperance for October, Taurus. Let's clarify the 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Temperance. Beautiful. Yeah. So you have the Knight of Wands here. So this is someone coming in that's passionate, that is has a lot of energy. It almost kind of feels like you're kind of showing up as the Knight of Wands here. I'm seeing, Taurus. It's like something that you're excited to do. It's like you're fired up. You're ready to go. You're ready to move. You're ready for something different and something new. They wanted me to put the World card down here as well. So the World card is the end to a chapter. It's the end to something that has been weighing on us very heavily, or something that just like a karmic pattern, karmic chapter in our life, something that we've needed to learn a lesson from. But now that chapter is closing, that lesson is over, and we're ready to kind of start something new. And it kind of feels like something you've been waiting on for a long time. Like you're ready to close this chapter. You're ready to move on to something new here. And the Knight of Wands is someone who moves with passion, someone who seeks those opportunities and just charges full on ahead. And I feel like that fire comes back in for you. So there's this really surge of inner power, inner strength, confidence that comes into your life, into yourself in the month of October here. So very good, Taurus. Okay, November, the Taurus. It's coming in November for Taurus. It's coming in November for Taurus. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have the Mother of Pentacles, which is abundance. It's about cultivating everything that we've built for ourselves. So it's really interesting because throughout the year, you've had like the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. You've had these dreams and these hopes that you're planting the seeds, you're creating, you're cultivating. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which is building, hard work. And you're like manifesting throughout the whole year. And then as we get into the later half of the year here with October, with a major ending to a chapter, and with the Mother of Pentacles, which is really beautiful because it's almost like with the ending of this chapter, you are able to, again, it clears the way for your abundance to come in. So it's almost like you're able to sit happy and content in what you've created for yourself. So stability and longevity, and being able to be independent here. But we also have the 10 of Wands, and then we also have the 10 of Pentacles here. So some of you, I am seeing the 10 of Wands show up in two different ways here. One is some of you could be taking on a job, or, you have a job where it's an increase in responsibilities is what I saw with the 10 of Wands. It's like a lot on your back, but at the same time, it also brings in a lot of abundance here for you. So November is a very abundant month because we have the 10 of Pentacles and we have the Mother of Pentacles. So there's something that you are kind of taking on for yourself, something that you have to carry on your shoulders. I'm hearing like your schedule's gonna be full. So November, I feel like is gonna be an important time for you to pace yourself, because I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities coming in here for you, but it's also a very abundant month. I kind of feel like people are going to look to you as a leader. They're going to see you as a source. So some of you could be coming into a leadership position in the month of November here. Let's clarify the Mother of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. Some of you could also be putting down a heavy burden or responsibility as well, because 10 of Wands is also the ending to that. It's like that's the last card's completion. Okay. When I said completion, so what they were showing me was that some of you could be completing like a program or completing something that you have been working on for quite some time. It could have felt like a heavy load, a heavy burden, or something that was took some time to really work through. And with the completion of that is bringing the 10 of Pentacles and the Mother of Pentacles here. So that is another message for some of you with the completion of something that you've worked very hard on or something you've been carrying for a long time. The ending of that or the completion of that or the releasing of that burden is bringing in abundance for you and stability. Let's clarify this. The Mother of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. Beautiful. So the completion of something is bringing in opportunities for travel, for a new start. So some of you could be completing school and then you're getting job offers from certain companies, or you're like ready to embark on the new chapter or the next chapter of growth for you. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like with an ending to something is opening up a new road to the next level, in a nutshell here for November. Very good. I like these last few months here for you, Taurus. It feels like things are starting to kind of show up for you. It's almost like you're planting, you're cultivating, you're working hard, you're releasing things, you're healing, you're just really sorting through. It's almost like you're putting your life through like a sorting machine and, taking all the good stuff and learning, taking the lessons from the hard stuff and then checking out the things that just no longer serving you anymore. So that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like you're just sorting through what you want to keep and what you don't, what's no longer serving you. And so then as you're doing that towards this end of the year, there's all the right stuff coming towards you that's aligned with your intentions and what you're wanting to really create. So it's very precise and very exact. So December for Taurus. Very nice. Interesting. Okay, so in December, we have the Son of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. Let's clarify this. This is in December. I heard worries. Okay, so worries. Maybe some of you are worried about someone in your life that is a Son of Pentacles. What do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know about? Oh, wow, okay. The Ace of Cups. I heard returning from the past. Interesting. Okay, so in December, it's possible for some of you that there's someone kind of returning from the past. And it kind of feels like someone that might have really, not really created the best of experiences mentally and emotionally. So it's almost like you're saying no to it though. So it kind of feels like you're walking away from... Yeah, I'm kind of sensing like you're not wanting this, like you're not wanting the connection, or you're not like giving your energy to it. So if there's someone that comes back from the past, I'm seeing you like not take it. And it's also almost like replenishing you in that way. Like it's, you're also kind of claiming for yourself, like, I want better. I don't want that kind of relationship. For some reason that it felt like a relationship to me. And it's someone who is, like a Son of Pentacles. So this is, again, the Knight of Pentacles. So someone willing to build, willing to create, but it's like not there yet. It's someone who's still kind of, and takes their time. Like they go kind of, they take their time. So it's almost like not reliable. You never know. You never know when this person's going to come through. kind of keeps you hanging or waiting, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I see you moving on, because there's a Chariot card. It's like you're moving on to better things here. So it's a lot of things to sort through this year for you, Taurus. I feel like you're passing with flying colors. It's like all the tests that get thrown at you, or all the characters and all the people and situations that are being presented to you, you are dealing them with grace. You're dealing them with confidence, and you know what you want. So it's like when something you don't want shows up, it's very easy for you to know that, like, no, that's not the direction I want to go in. And I see you working very hard this year. It feels like you have a lot of ambitions and goals that you're pursuing, and that seems to be your number one priority. Relationships feel like they're kind of taking a backseat this year. But I kind of feel like that's a good thing. I kind of feel like you need you more than you need another person this year. And I feel like you are just dedicating yourself to your growth in your future and your independence, because there's a lot of beautiful independence cards here, like the Nine of Pentacles and the Mother of Pentacles. It's like someone who can just stand on her own 2 feet. And I feel like that's something you need for yourself. And you're not putting that energy, or that you're not giving that power away to anybody else this year. So this is an empowering year, and this is also about getting in touch and in tune with your worthiness, what you believe you deserve, and working hard for that, to cultivate that. And I feel like it's going to really show up for you. So you are actively shifting that energy in your favor this year. You're taking control of your life, and that's the Chariot card. That is taking the reins of your life and having that willpower and that drive to push forward. So very empowering year, Taurus. Let's get into some oracle cards here. Okay, let's pick an animal totem for Taurus for the year 2022. I'm hearing welcoming abundance, and I feel like that's pretty much your theme for this year. It's all about the abundance for you this year, Taurus. And it's all about your stability, safety, security. Playful. So I'm hearing from this card is for it's like the playfulness is coming in the form of you trying out new things. It's like you giving yourself that chance and opportunity to go and explore and try different things you've always wanted to try, but might have held yourself back from. And I kind of felt that one of these months, I think it might have been September, I believe, or August, but it was one of those months where you are just kind of exploring and experimenting and checking things off of like a bucket list, things that you've always wanted to do. And I feel like chasing that curiosity for you this year is going to lead you down some really prosperous paths, like trusting those intuitive hits, allowing yourself to just play and not have too much attachment towards the outcome is going to serve you very well this year, is what I'm seeing. So it's like you're kind of just tapping into that intuition and letting that guide the way. And it's like you're going to really thank yourself for doing that, because it's going to help you discover. Also, I'm hearing things about yourself that you like that you didn't think you liked. So it's like when you opened yourself up to new things, you learn more about yourself. And I feel like you're doing that this year. You're learning more about yourself. You're getting to know yourself better. And again, they're showing me a sorting machine. So it's almost like you're also kind of taking out some of the things that you thought you liked, but you actually took that on from other people and it wasn't authentic to you. And then you're adding in things that you actually do like that you never thought you would. So you're getting to know yourself better this year by kind of approaching things from a more playful, curious mindset. So, okay. So I got this new oracle deck called what's it called? It's called the Magic of the Unicorns, Oracle of the Unicorns. It's a really beautiful deck, and I feel like this energy is really present for this year. The energy of horses. First, I was drawn to horses, and then I got led into the world of unicorns. But I feel like this is all about magic, believing, freedom, allowing ourselves to feel like we can change our life in the way that we want it to be. So what is a challenge for Taurus this year? 2022. Yeah. Courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion, and set strong boundaries. Exactly. I think so. I think that this is about you, courage in many different ways. I think, again, set strong boundaries. I really do feel like you're walking away from some toxic energy, and even setting boundaries with some habits or, self-sabotaging behaviors as well for some. And then allowing yourself that fear. They're bringing me back to Aladdin. It's like not being afraid that, I'm not sure how I want to say that even, but it's almost like you're overcoming the fear of maybe not being enough. Finding out that, like, if you try something, you're afraid that you're going to find out that you're not enough, and that's going to further reinforce that belief. So this is about you having that courage to believe that you're enough, regardless if something is working out or not, because that does not what defines your worthiness. So this is something that you're like overcoming your fears. You're being very courageous and brave this year. So this is a very powerful card showing up for you, and something that's going to be presented to you multiple times in multiple ways this year, Taurus. Okay, what is something Taurus can look forward to in the year 2022? This is very interesting that you can look forward to this. Anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. So I believe that this is about you tuning into and tapping into some repressed emotions. And the reason I think that this is showing up in your something that you can look forward to is by tuning into that, you are setting yourself free. You are no longer going to allow that to hold you back. It's no longer going to play a controlling force in your life. Sometimes anger can be such an uncomfortable emotion and feeling that we tend to try to numb it out by engaging in self-sabotaging behaviors. But I feel like there might be some progress or some healing that happens here where you're no longer allowing that to take control or allowing that to take over. So you're maybe also for this year, you're able to, they're drawing me to the safely express your anger. So maybe there may be some chance here to have some space. Like I did see that some of you may be kind of working with like a coach or like a counselor, and maybe that safe space allows you to release a lot of this pent up or stored energy that is going to help you find direction and help you to release, and you'll feel much lighter. Let me pick one more here. What else can Taurus look forward to in the year of 2022? What else can... I'm also hearing validating your anger, like allowing yourself to be compassionate and understanding why you might be angry at something, and not telling yourself that it's wrong or it's bad. So there's like this compassion towards it that I think you might find useful this year as well. That's what I'm hearing. Let's see. What else can Taurus look forward to? Wow, yeah. So a lot of healing work. So we have polarity here. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark, and understanding the law of polarity. Yeah. So this is about integrating that shadow, the shadow side and your light side. So that's really beautiful, because that's how we understand ourselves better, and we really grow into like this whole picture of who we are. And we can use that. The more we understand about ourselves, we can use that to our benefit, and it'll allow us to. It feeds into our work, it feeds into our relationships and the quality of our life. So there's significant healing, and I feel like there's breakthroughs. Like there's a lot of breakthroughs coming in here for you this year, and it's going to change the trajectory. Like that changes your life. When we heal on that level, it changes the life. It changes how we see things and where we go from there. And then you also have flow. And I feel like by doing this, it's going to create flow in you, and it's gonna be easier for you to attract the things that you're wanting to attract, which is why so much abundance is coming in for you, is this work that you're doing on yourself and taking courageous steps and going forward. So flow is find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, and release your expectations. So working more from a place of flow and allowing yourself to enjoy the journey rather than needing something to show up in a certain way at a certain time. So a lot of courageous work, Taurus. Okay, and I've also been kind of feeling Mother Mary's energy around a lot lately as well. So let's get a message from Mother Mary for Taurus for this year, 2022. Message from Mother Mary. Our Lady who sends angels. So I kind of feel like there's I'm feeling like you're gonna come across some either friendships or connections here that really help you to feel like you belong or feel like you're loved and cared for and honored. And I feel like those connections are going to be really important for you because it's going to, again, change the way you see your life or yourself. So I think that this is going to be a good year for relationships, actually, especially friendships. I'm really seeing good friendships for you, Taurus. Stable friendships is what I'm hearing. Ones that really mirror you and ones that you really feel like you can be yourself around. You may really find people that are just so different from some previous relationships or friendships. And it'll be refreshing is what I'm hearing, and may also take some time to adjust to or warm up to. So some new people that you meet, it may not be like this instant, right away, you're super close and best friends. But I'm seeing like this gradual, beautiful growth that happens in your connections with other people this year. Something that gets cultivated and planted, and it's like this slow nurturing process. So, and then again, being in the flow of that, like surrendering of how you want that to show up is going to serve you well. And I feel like you're going to do a good job of that this year as well. That you're just going to kind of let go a bit. And that in itself will help. It will almost like getting out of your own way will help your life to just kind of fall into place, because you're not resisting or fighting the shifts and the changes. There's no resistance there. So I feel like you're letting go of resistance. You're letting go of needing something to show up in the way that it needs to show up. And that is why your life is going to kind of shift into alignment pretty quick. So, okay. One more deck here. And this is from the Rumi Oracle. What does Rumi have to say for Taurus this year? 2022. Message from Rumi. I'm hearing gifts. So there's a lot of divine gifts that are coming in for you, Taurus. Really beautiful gifts, actually, I'm seeing. The angel Ruzbar. Yeah, okay, so gifts, blessings. Being protected, and allowing yourself to, so I'm hearing like really allow yourself to be seen and allow yourself to shine. Don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid to embrace who you are. Like, don't be ashamed of your gifts or something that you can do. If it's like not acceptable, something like, don't hold yourself back. Let yourself be seen. Come out of your shell is what I'm hearing from these cards. So this is all about embracing yourself. And by doing that, it's like you are able to really stay in this state of flow. And they're also telling me that by allowing yourself to just be yourself, like coming out of your shell or coming out of hiding is going to also help you release a lot of anger, because sometimes they're showing me that it could also be anger towards the self by holding yourself back, like keeping yourself like not expressing to the full extent of the potential that you have. So I feel like this year, this is about living your life to your full potential. And that's that courage that you're bringing out this year. So this is about not being afraid to be you. This is about embracing yourself. And by doing that, it's like blessings start getting just sprinkled throughout your life, and you'll start to feel a lot more in the flow. You'll start to feel a lot more like every day is kind of like this beautiful unfolding of your life. So very gorgeous reading, very empowering, and authentic is the word I'm hearing. Very authentic. So beautiful reading, beautiful year ahead for you, Taurus. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all a very happy new year. Stay safe, and I will see you for next year. Bye, Taurus.